What's up, y'all? So we are at session 18.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, we are getting up there. And I know it's like once a week, and every time we be like, ooh, but every
I
time I
know.
say it out loud, I be like, ooh.
Yeah,
I love it. Like we
we
are so committed.
we
Yes.
voting age now, y'all.
Right. I think that is
Golden
good. We need
age.
to stay committed. Shoot.
And
What
she's
you
talking about
say?
golden age now, y'all. Here
Oh
we
Lord.
go.
I know, right? Look, we a little legal, not all the way yet. So all right, so today's topic is what kind of woman are you? Or I'm going to kind of bring this out a little further. What kind of woman or friend are you? So Shami actually came up with this topic first.
Did
And
I?
You did.
and then like a couple of hours after she sent that message, I had a conversation with my friend. And so I brought this to the table as well about, what kind of friend or woman are you as well. So good looking out. Great minds, Shameen. Great minds. So I want to go first. Can I go first?
Go first.
Sure. Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all the story about why I thought about having this topic first. So me and my BFF were having a
What's
conversation.
her name? Shout her out.
Kayla, hi.
Hi,
I'd be like, don't say my name on there. Oh well.
Late.
But we were having a conversation, and I can't remember how we got on this conversation, but we were talking about I was in college and I was dating this guy, and her and the guy did not get along. Like it was bad. They like argued and all this other stuff. But I still had my best friend, I still had my man. So I was turning 21 and I was having a little birthday party, nothing big. And they had gotten into this big argument, and so I was like, okay, look, I'm having this party. I don't know how I'm gonna have both of them in the same room. So I came up with the plan. I was gonna test them. I didn't tell neither one of them this. Whoever agreed to come to the party with no problem was the one who could stay in my life.
Ooh.
I looked at it as if you couldn't put your shit aside with whoever you was beefing with to come and celebrate me. You don't have to talk to each other. You don't have to, interact with each other, anything like that. If you couldn't do that, then maybe we need to reevaluate some things. Now, mind you, he was already on the chopping block because, of course, we were young and it was what it was. Her, she was not on the chopping block. She was my friend, but I just didn't like, that they didn't like each other.
So what happened?
I asked him, okay, so I asked her first. And I was like, he's gonna be there. I just want to give you fair warning. She was like, I'm cool. I'll come. I'm good. I don't have to talk to him. I'm good. I'm coming to celebrate you. His ass was like, you have to uninvite her. And I'm quoting that. I remember that's exactly what he said. He was like, you have to uninvite her. I don't like her. I don't want her there. You have to uninvite her. So I
And you
broke
was
up
like,
with
cut
him.
it,
Right.
cut
I
it,
broke up
cut
with
it.
him. I did. Now he went on this 2-week crazy binge of stalking me and stuff. But bottom line
Well, that
was
was a blessing in disguise
What?
anyway.
right.
All right.
Right. It was crazy. But the moral of the story is she was a very loyal friend, and she put her differences aside to be able to come celebrate with me, and we are still friends until this day. I am a very loyal friend. I'm a we friend. So if you don't like them, we don't like them. And that's what I go by. And that's with everybody, sister, family, friend, even maybe like if I like you as a really good associate and you like, girl, she whatever or they whatever. And I'm like, oh, well, we don't like them then. Okay. That's just how I roll. So that was another part of the conversation we had. She didn't know. She didn't know that I didn't like her being friends with somebody else. But I'm not that person though. I'm not gonna tell her or anybody.
I'm
not
not a
to be
wee friend. I'm not a wee sister. Like, and you know this. Yeah, I'm not. Like, I feel like, I give people equal opportunity to like for me to not like them. I can't think of somebody who you don't like that I don't like because you don't like them. None of y'all.
I could name somebody.
We know, but
that I don't like because you don't like them.
But she's not saying that she don't like them
her own. It's not
I don't like
we know
them.
you're not a we know you're not a wee sister or wee
right.
friend. But you need a wee sister or a wee friend, and we're okay with being that.
Right.
I don't even know
it. Yeah, you do.
Well, see, on the flip side of that, I'm not, just because I'm that way, I don't hold anybody else to those same standards. It is not my duty or whatever. I'm not going to tell you it's not my place. That's the word I'm looking for.
Right.
It is not my place to tell you who you can or cannot be friends with. So even though I'm a we person, just because you're not, I mean, we cool. I don't have no issue with that at all. Like, you want to be friends with them, that's fine. I will secretly have my issue.
We've been through this before because I've had a friend who, maybe more than one, that she, really wasn't feeling. I don't think she really liked. Anyway, but like I'm still friends with the girl because she never did until she did something. But she never really did anything to me.
You didn't pay attention to the insight.
Nope.
I'm just kidding.
You right though. But I don't know. You right though. Okay, but I'm not a
I don't care. Let me be real clear about something. I'm pretty good at reading people, and if I don't like you, I just don't, and that's just the thing. The other thing is, if you don't like Dia for real, it's really a problem with your ass anyway. So I mean,
are you good at reading people? I don't know what you mean. I think you probably have the most amount of friends that I don't like.
Well, here's the thing: it's not too many people I don't necessarily get along with.
I don't like good friends. Your sisters probably have more insight to your friends than me. But I mean, I've met your friends for a very short period of time and can tell they move funny as hell. You got some funny moving friends.
And I
don't know who your friends now, but
I'm drinking water too. It's water.
There's some look.
Now, wait.
My friends are good to me. Now they might move funny.
That one friend that I was like, she gives me jealous vibes, and years later it came out she was jealous.
So we all have lessons to learn in who we deal with personally. Because yes, Dia and Shamim have had friends or whoever where I've been like, that's not your friend. And I don't like them. But I'm not going to say, no, I have said it a few times, but it was after like, you need to let them go. But I'm saying it out of love. Like, because I don't want anybody to hurt them or y'all, anybody who I care about. The last thing that I want to see happen is somebody get hurt off of some bullshit. But let me retract then. If it's bad, I'm gonna tell you. They're not your friend.
Right. But that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
As a friend, as a good friend and a good sister, you're supposed to say that.
Question. But are you a good friend if you tell your friend that they man not a good man to them?
Oh, we had this conversation.
Did we?
We did.
Something along the lines. I think that topic was more so of, would you want to know if
Yeah,
you're
would you want to
married?
know?
Yeah,
Okay,
what you want to
yeah,
know.
okay, yeah. I remember that.
Thank you for
Yeah.
clarifying.
So this is kind of like being like the same, like saying like, girl, your man a little on some BS. Like, I don't think he good for you. Like, even if you like, you
Well,
still
I think
have goals, and ever since you've been with him, your goals been kind of slipping. So maybe he not the right motivator for you. You know, anything along them lines.
right. Well,
You know,
I think it goes back to that conversation too. You got to know your friend and whether or not you
they have
kind of can tell them versus you kind of can't.
Yeah.
Because some
Yeah.
people some people don't want to hear it, and then it's just kind of like, well. But if they come to you and they're like, I mean, you're just gonna have to tell them.
So I think that goes both
So if they
ways
come
too, because if you are my friend, then you know that those kind of things I'm not going to
not say.
say.
Right.
Right, because
we're
I'm
gonna,
that friend that's going to tell you.
right.
Yeah.
And
And sometimes I think too, when they start coming to you and start saying those things, they secretly kind of want to go ahead and hear it because they know that you're that friend that is getting ready to be like,
right. And
okay, girl.
what I like about my little friend circle is we are all kind of in the same boat with that. And I think I talked about that in that last conversation too, because my friend told me, you know, what was going on. And, you know, she was like, I'm letting you know because I care, you know, you're my friend. And I appreciated it. I did not have any issue with her. Tell me, I want to know. Because I don't want to be out here looking like no fool. And my feelings will be hurt if I'm calling you my friend and you knew my man was doing something and didn't tell me. You can't smile in my face and call me your friend and not protect my heart. Because you have my best interest at heart then.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's talk about this.
Honest friend. I'm definitely the honest friend. I definitely say what I want to say. I say how I feel, how I don't feel. And most of my friends, like you said, Jerice, they come to me because they know I'm going to just tell the truth. Like whether they want to hear it or not. Like a lot of times with me, because I know sometimes I don't really have too much of a censor. Sometimes I don't say anything because probably what I'm about to say, you don't want to hear. So I just shut up. So usually when they know like, you too quiet, what you thinking, I'm like,
right.
Sure.
Because again, like, they have come to you because they know what kind of friend you are.
They, and they say that. They be like, I knew you were the right person to ask or whatever because they know I'm
now. Just like we talk about in relationships, what kind of things are you willing to grow through with your friend? Because like for, you know, my friend who, or any of your friends who you think has been jealous or has felt like the need to have to grow through some things, what kind of things are you willing to grow through with your friends? Because depending on the friend that you have had, if you have had a friend since had that friend since they've been, you know, through elementary school or high school or whatever, you know, we grow through some shit. We're women, we're girls, and we grow through some things. So what kinds of things would you be willing to grow through with that friend, and have you had to grow through something?
I've had a friend, you know, that she had done some things, not direct. I mean, it was kind of direct. It was indirectly to directly affect me, if that makes sense, right? Like to other people. Like she was put little seeds out to other people, hoping that it would affect me, if that makes sense. Does that make sense without like saying too much? Okay. So
she was plotting against you.
Yes, because she did have like a little bit of some jealousy issues, you know. But the difference is like I kind of understood where she came from, meaning her life. Like she didn't come from such a stable life, so what she was doing made sense for her because that's kind of what she grew up with. Like that's what she knew. She didn't have like the best family examples or atmosphere. So although a lot of people was like, I don't know how you deal with her no more, like I can't even whatever. Now I did I did change my friendship with her, as in I didn't tell her everything. Like, I kept the friendship a little bit like surface, even though I still considered her a friend. I kept it a little more surface because I couldn't trust her for real. But something in my heart was like, she needs you though. Like, she needs your example. She needs the kind of family that you have. She needs like that kind of love and somebody who don't give up on her. So I kept being her friend because I wanted to show her something different, but I never put her in a position to where she can burn me, hurt me, or nothing, because I kept her a little here. I didn't take it deep with her anymore, or whatever the case may be. And then she grew. She's a much better person now as she's gotten older. I can't say that I like still give her no deep dark yet, but I'm starting to like weed in a little bit more of my rawness, a little bit of my like honesty, and she's handling it well. But you know, she definitely gave me a few times where I should have let her go. I've had some other friends of mine who knew her and was like, I can't rock with her no more because she be doing too much. And I understood them and I felt them. And she's asked me several times, why such and such, don't talk to me no more. Y'all got to talk about that. Like, that's not my place. Yeah, that's not my place. Y'all gonna have to talk about that. If they feel comfortable telling you, what you did or whatever. But so I've had a friend like that. Yes.
I'm the open, adventurous, let's love everyone friend. And I love being that way. I had at one point in time a best friend who was not like that at all. And which was cool because like we had fun together or whatever. We even got matching tattoos, which is crazy. But like my energy wasn't matching her energy anymore. So like we had to break up, which is tough. But with me being the like love everybody, have fun friend, it's really tough because we weren't able to grow through that, even though like we had been friends from like high school. But because of who I am as a person, like I'm always like we still growing, like we just got space. If she want to come back and be my friend, like
you're
like,
open to it.
I have no problem with that, but I just know her as a person, because she's not the kind of friend that I am.
Got you. And I have a really, really, really I have a really, 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 really close friend, and we're still like friends, but we're not as close as we used to be, only because I think our paths are going in a different direction, but not because of the type of friend she's ever been to me or whatever. She's always been a great friend to me. We're probably just not as close because our paths are just kind of going like this.
You know what? And maybe that's the case. Maybe that was the case with me and my best friend. Is just that our paths have gone. We've gone. Shut up. We've gone. I guess.
Now
we broke up. My heart was broken. We broke up. I mean,
it was a mourning period too. Yeah,
seriously.
It was rough. But see, and I'm the good friend. Like I don't have cutoff game. I don't. I don't do any of that. Like I'm the good friend. I recognize where people are, and I kind of move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? I believe people are who they are. They've been raised, where they are, and I love you accordingly. When I say I love you, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody lives, their lives, and I understand that. And if you want to talk, let's talk. If you don't, shit, all right. You know what I'm saying?
That's the same with me. Like I meet you where you are. Everybody don't know the same me. Like you can talk to this one person and you can talk to another person, and they will not give you the same description of the same me. Because really, not everybody get the same me, because depending on who you are and how you move, you get what you need. I give you what you need. That's right. Like, everybody don't need the same me.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but mine is not. It's not one person, another. It could be a group of people. Like if you talk to my close friends and family, they will give you a story of all of me.
Same like that.
If it's like some distant people, they will give you a completely different story.
Right. That's what I mean. Same.
Yeah.
Like a group. Like all y'all know me for me.
Right,
But
right.
then you might have another group that they don't know me like that. They just know
Right.
this
Yeah, they'd be
person.
like, she
You might got
funny
another person
acting.
that know
I
this person.
am.
So
I mean, and I'm a friend, like, if you need somebody to talk to, if you need, you know what I'm saying, if you need some understanding, if you need a glass of wine and you need to come lay it out, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Come on. Like, come on.
And
Like, let's lay it out. I'll share
overall,
my family with you. If you know, you need some
right.
nurturing, come on over here. Like,
mm-hmm.
come to the Williams
Mm-hmm.
crew. We got it.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? That's
Mm-hmm.
that's always been, that's me. That's the kind of friend I am.
I think for the most part, out of with the three of us, that is, well, really four, I guess. That is it. You know what I'm saying? As far, well, I know for me too. I'm that kind of friend. If you need somebody to talk to, I will listen.
Mm-hmm.
And I will do whatever I can within my power to make sure you are okay. When I
How many people that are not relatives of yours are in your friend circle?
That is very true about you.
No, I'm asking you, how many?
Oh,
Y'all.
yeah.
hold
I
on.
have had the same 3 friends since, well, 2 of them since literally middle school, and then 1 of them since college. Like 3, I got 3 friends. That's it. That's all. 3. So I be real lonely when one of them can't do something. When all 3 of them can't do nothing, I'm just shocked because I ain't got
Yep.
enough circle. My circle little.
But mine is too. I have 3 that are consistent. I have, some that are distant. I will say, and I don't, because I don't want to leave anybody out in this count. I have 3 friends that I talk to on a regular basis. There is one out of that 3. I don't talk to her as often as I would like to, but that's just because life is what it is. But she is in my 3. I do have friends like that are distant that I don't talk to often.
Good time when y'all get together.
Right. If they call me or needed anything or whatever the case may be, I'm 10 toes down.
Yeah.
But 3
main main chicks basically.
Yeah.
That's like me. What about you, Bill? You didn't answer yet. What's your circle looking like?
None.
1 or 2.
1 or 2.
Really, I would say more 2.
2.
I said it, man.
You can't even. That's not even like, you can't have no main people like 2. That's not no main people.
2.
2 like
Deonda.
Yeah, Deonda. Okay, yeah. Sorry, Deonda. Sorry.
Like, man, hey, let me tell my friendship story with Deonda real quick. All right. It is very tough to make friends as an adult. Like, super tough. But so I got a divorce and moved back down to Nashville. And one time, and we celebrate our little friend anniversary too. One time, me, Jerice, and Steven, rest in peace, Steven.
Oh, Steven, yeah, in peace, babe.
We went to, and Niecy. Y'all know our cousin Niecy?
She did go too. Yeah.
She was there that night too. All right, so I rode because Niecy came and picked me up.
And me and Steven went down there.
Yep. And we went to this party on the 4th of July. It was nobody in there. It had to be maybe like 10 people in the whole
it was empty.
But you know how we do, like we had a ball just dancing. And here go little Deonda right there with us, just having a ball. And when it was time to shut down, she was like, where are we going next? And so I got her phone number and we went to like this place called Jazz and Jokes, had a good time there. And then maybe like a week later, she was like, do you want to go to this day party with me? And then like it's been on ever since. Like she is such a good friend. We just like, we go have a good time together. No,
I love her.
But do y'all have like deep conversations?
Yes.
Okay, I'm about to say, or do y'all just go have fun?
No, so like
kind of friendships. Okay.
Like that's my friend.
Yeah, she's
like,
a
it was
friend.
So meant to be.
Yeah.
Like I was 36 when we met. No, I wasn't. I was in my 30s when we met. It was earlier than that.
Yeah, I'm about to say not. Yeah,
I was like 31, 32. The girls were itty bitty. It was 31, 32.
Yeah, okay, yeah, because you said you just got divorced.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the girls were little.
Mhm.
Okay, so like when y'all are talking to y'all friends, do y'all sometimes have to ask the question? Like I think asking this question is always important, like with all relationships, right? When people are like venting to you, do you ask the question like, okay, do you want me to respond?
Oh yeah.
Or do y'all
Yeah.
ask that question?
Just listening.
Or like, do you
Am
want
I
me to
just
No.
say
listening
something?
or you want to talk
Or
about
did
it?
you just want to vent?
Mm-hmm.
Because I be needing to know sometimes, because sometimes I be ready to go. So I'm like, what was this for? You just needed to get that off your chest? Or like, did you want me to say something?
I don't have to ask.
I don't ask from that perspective. I ask from the perspective of, how can I support you? Not because I'd be like, girl, hurry up, come on, or anything like that. It's more
No, I
so,
don't mean that. Like,
yeah,
either anyway. Like, you know how women sometimes get mad at their man? Like, I was just talking. I didn't need you to say.
right.
You know, so it's
Right.
like the same thing. I'm like, were you just venting and you just needed to get that off your chest? Or would you like me to respond? Like, would you like me to ask you any questions? Would you like to give you advice? Would you like me to give you a support group number? Like, what did you want from this? Like, let me know so I can know how to maneuver this. Do y'all have to sometimes ask your friends that question? Like,
yeah.
No,
you just give it to them
Just
whether
for
they want the shit.
clarification, but for the most part, I kind of already know. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about
usually, if we're having a conversation, I listen first. And then usually by the end of what they're saying, I can pretty much know, because I know who I'm talking to. I pretty much know what they need. Either they need for me to say something because
So you
they
think
are coming
sometimes
to me.
that means that sometimes your people just need that validation. They looking for the validation that what they said or you did was right.
Right.
And that's why they want you to respond.
Right. Or they don't, because they have already come to the conclusion of what it is they need to do.
And they just talking it out.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I got one last question. I mean, I don't know how many. Anyway, do any of y'all have any really good male friends
that I talk to on a regular basis? Or
no? I do, but we don't talk on a regular basis because
I used to have a BFF. Shameen, you knew my BFF, Brandon. Tall Brandon.
I did. Yes. Yeah.
I mean,
Brandon
he was like such
cool too.
He was such my BFF that people used to be like, "You sure he not gay? Cause y'all just way too close." And I'm like, "He's not gay."
He was cool though.
He was so cool. But now that I'm married and he's married, we like send each other maybe like a funny little thing on Facebook or something, funny little thing every now and then. But we don't talk like that anymore. I think we just both try to respect each other's marriages and try to make our spouses feel comfortable, because like we were so close that it would make too many people question our closeness. So I think because of how close we were, we know that it kind of probably seemed to not blur the line because we did anything, but it was just too close for male and female. It would be like, that's impossible for y'all to be just friends and y'all that close.
Yeah.
So
he was mad cool though.
He was so cool. He is cool because he is still
alive. He is cool.
Okay. He's still cool.
He's still cool.
No, I don't.
We all know Steven was my person for a very long time.
Yeah.
But not anymore.
He was all of our person.
At some point.
At some point in time or another. But other than that, no.
And I'm not trying to even be funny, but Andre and I are good friends, because that fool, he is a fool. And for real, when we all paused. Right. But he is a fool, but we are really good friends. Sometimes.
Y'all got my fucking eye watering.
Wait a minute. Nisha, lean back so people can see what your shirt says.
Right. If my mouth don't say it, my face will.
Oh, Lord.
But I think
real quick.
Okay, wait.
What?
So in theory, in marriage, like that's supposed to be your best friend, though, right? So I guess it's appropriate for you to say that.
Yeah. So we wasn't talking about him. We was talking about another male friend.
But we gossip though. That's so funny because we be like, well, guess what? But yeah. When we talk about
I mean, you saying it like that.
I mean, ooh, Lauren.
No, listen.
Right.
Yeah, but if you don't talk like that, when I call Daniel girl, right? He gets so excited.
Because I'm Lauren, girl. I'm like, girl. Yeah. I'm like,
every day,
I'm sorry.
He be like, girl, guess what?
Good.
Like, whenever I call that's when you know your husband is your friend. When you about to be able to, hold on, about to slip up and be like, girl, guess what? I be like, shit. Okay, wait, I didn't mean it like that.
Yep. I'm sorry,
but I have done it.
No, please tell me. He like that every time you call me girl, it's about to be good.
Keep going.
Like, okay, what is it?
Keep going.
Okay, I was about to be like, am I really by myself on here like this?
No.
Okay.
No. Out of nowhere, but you good. So I wanted to, real quick, I wanted to answer the question about growing through your friendship. I think, is that what it was? Okay.
Yes.
So, gonna use Kayla as an example again. Sorry.
She's just throwing your name all out here.
Yeah.
We've been friends since high school. And
middle school.
No, high school. I met Kayla my freshman year in high school.
Right.
I feel like she has been around since y'all were kids, but okay.
I know, right?
I mean, 14 years
has been around for forever.
We had our ups and downs. We even went a period of time where we didn't talk. Because we just got into it. I think that friendships, it depends on what kind of friendship you have, on what level of forgiveness you would do. When we didn't talk, it was hurtful. So like, just like with Dia, I was sad because I didn't have my friend to call. I'd be like, girl, and that was when I was part of when I was living in North Carolina, and I wanted to be able to connect with her on that level. I just couldn't. She was mad at me. I was mad at her. It was what it was. But I think that in any relationship, if you leave the door open at some point, if you're both willing to grow and move forward, you should be able to. And really, to be honest, that's what happened with us. We built our friendship back up, and now it's like it never happened, but there were, it was a really bad time, and we've always had our ups and downs, but I think now at this point we kind of understand, okay, it's time to go to my corner. I'm doing, whatever. Well, really, we don't even argue like that anymore. But I mean, it's just one of those things. So I think that it just depends on the person who you're dealing with. And I think that it depends on the kind of relationship that you have. Because there has been instances where I've been like, you know what? Not with her, but just, at some point with some people, I'm like, I'm not going to work with you through this.
I want to work with Jamie.
I know. Yeah. So I'm gonna end it with this. Now that Dia then finally came out and said who it was.
Yeah, she said it.
Oh, this is Jamie. Everybody know that.
I know, but for the people,
but everybody might not know that y'all not besties anymore.
Oh no, it's evident.
Yeah,
I think it is. I think it's very evident. Like, we don't share pictures no more. Like, she don't like nothing of mine on social media. Like, it's evident.
Oh, but y'all still follow each other?
Probably just because y'all nosy.
I'm not the one not communicating.
I think it gets, when you delete people off of Facebook or something, that's where it's
real. See, right now the door's still like open.
It's still open. The doors are still open, Jamie.
The door's still kind of open. Once you like cut off complete access, But to me too, though.
Let me see what I'm doing.
Right.
See if it'll work.
So
Yeah, it don't work.
if you know Jamie, tell her to call 615-555. I love you. Dia's waiting to get your phone call.
But Dia, have you ever looked at it as? Have you ever looked at it as like maybe she really never was your friend really deeply, and maybe this situation kind of opened it up to like she's not your friend, and the fact that she didn't delete you off Facebook means she for real just want to watch what you're doing to be hateful or envious or whatever the case may be. You ever think that is an option?
You know, for those who don't
cut my camera off neither.
The story is crazy. I would tell the whole thing, but we've already been on here for 30 minutes. But the last thing that happened was I got married and I did not invite her to the wedding because it was COVID.
Not even just, and I think she didn't understand that the only way me and Shameen and mommy and daddy really ended up there was because we forced our way.
Let's be real clear, because I wasn't invited either.
No, none of us were.
No, right. And I was leaving on that day, and on the very last second, I was invited, and I was like, "Okay, Andre, we gotta stay because
but that was
now
after
she has invited me."
We had pushed and put. I was like, come on, dear, come on! Like it's just us.
Everything, like seriously,
right?
Because I wasn't invited at all.
But like
when I COVID, like who doesn't understand that it was COVID? Like nobody wants that shit. If anybody has had that shit, you don't want that shit. Stay away from it.
Yeah,
because I canceled my entire wedding. The
whole entire wedding. I still have my dress that I was gonna wear to your wedding. And
I to the Mexican lady.
I ain't put mine on. I haven't put mine on since. You know what I'm saying? My shit is hanging in the closet at my mother's house. My husband hasn't seen it.
So like, I don't know. I don't know what the deeper reasons were, but what I do know is the door is open and I'm willing to have some conversations whenever she is, because that's true friendship.
Right.
She just needs to make sure that she's coming to you with some true friendship too, or else it's gonna be some of this.
Because we the wees, okay?
No, are the wees.
Remember, I'm a wee too. Right, right. But anyway, let's go on and close this out. So,
and by the way, before we get off of here, and everybody in America know this, but my ace won since day one. That's Carmen Medina, okay? Please understand it.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Hey, and that's the one we ain't never had no questions of jealousy or nothing like that. Like she been real.
Right.
From day one.
Mm-hmm.
A1 since day one, baby.
Sister from another mister.
Right.
Oh, anyway. All right.
So, thank you guys for watching. I think it's weird that I do little voices, but I'm sorry. I've been on tangent. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Okay, so we have Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and then we also have the BU Room website at www.buroom.com. So please go follow, subscribe, like, share, do all the good stuff. Oh, and remember, if you ever want to join us for a conversation, if you want to suggest the conversation or
brought our best friends today.
I know, right? We might do a best friend session.
I'll be in Deonda.
Yeah, Deonda would do it. Maybe Jamie might come on and we can bring y'all together. But
I will cry that episode.
Anyway, cry almost every episode.
We know. Yeah.
Bye, y'all. Bye.
Bye, y'all. Have a good week.
Bye.